Today's lesson is about function. Function is very important in Python. The way we define a function is df, must start with df and then any name you want, bracket, double dot. The bracket contain parameters. Here nothing, okay. Here got print from a function, okay. So you want to access this function, I just call this my function. So you print up hello from a function. But if you have a parameters in the bracket, we call it f name. Anything to pass here, you print on here, okay. F name plus reference. So if I run this, my function, so we will add email reference here. Tobias reference, Linus reference. Okay, so this print a string. Of course, you can have two argument. We call it argument. F name, L name. So you print F name plus empty space plus L name. So you put like this, email and reference. So you will print out like this. Sometimes you don't know how many number of parameters you want to pass. Then you can use star kit. Okay. Only if you don't know how many argument or parameters to pass in. For example, the youngest child is plus kids, so you will load kids of the index number 2. So my function 0, 1, 2. So you use this value to print out the youngest child is this one. And sometimes you have a list of parameters, child 3, child 2, child 1. So you want a child 3, this means that this child 3 corresponds to this one. So if I have function that write like this, child 1, child 2, child 3, then this child 3 corresponds to this one, because I already named it like this already. So you be like this. However, if I put like this, my function, okay, so A, B, C, what happened is child 3 will be A, child 2 will be B, child 1 will be C. See A because child 3, because this will use order if there is not a sign on like this. Okay, you use the order first. We call it positional order argument. If you do not know how many keywords, we call keyword arguments, you pass in, so you use double asterisk. So my function kit, his last name is plus kit L name, so square bracket L name. But here my function L name is defined is referenced, so it will take this value. Okay, the whole thing is kit. I take the value and print out. Of course, sometimes we want to set a value. My function country equal Norway, I'm a from plus country. So my function Sweden, India, then empty. If it's empty, then it will use the default value here. Of course, we can also list as an argument in a function. For example, food. Here, food, my function, fruits. So fruits is a list of string here. So for x in fruit, print x. So the list of string, you print a list of string here. So the argument can take as a list of string. Of course, you want a function because you want to do some max and return certain value. Then we have a return 5 times x. So a function, an argument 3, 5 times 3 is 15. So it return all the value.